I so zoomed in? Oop, there we go. I know I didn't do any videos last week. I'm trying to get into my new schedule and a new flow of things. There's a mess, so I'm distracted by it. But that's kind of what I want to talk about today. And I'm going to do a combo video. I'm going to do like a let's chat and mess around with my heat knife and work on some cosplay stuff at the same time. So yeah. Basically, yeah, what I want to talk about is getting into a new job, especially when you haven't worked in a while. So when I started this channel, I was working at Publix. Shortly afterwards, I quit because I had gotten a new job, but that job didn't work out. So I went 8 months without a job. So, I mean, like, I was applying to jobs every day and, you know, keeping myself busy with cosplay and videos and stuff like that. But that's nowhere near the same as being on your feet for 8 hours, 30 plus hours a week. So I'm trying to get back into that. I got back into retail. I didn't really want to, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's what I'm doing, but retail involves being on your feet. And while my feet are more or less used to like standing all the time and walking and all that jazz, the rest of my body is not. So yeah, my body is wrecked. This week we had to do shipment where we took stuff off the truck and we got a lot of heavy stuff, and I'm weak. I'm small. And it is a lot. Like, there's bruises all over my body. And I'm sore, and this was Tuesday, so it was 3 days ago, and my body still hurts. Like, it is broken. So that's something I gotta get used to, and just, you know, so I need to strength train, basically, just so I can do my job. And then just, you know, you got the normal stuff of starting a new job, meeting new people, seeing how well you work with them, and all that jazz. I keep cropping my head out. And down a bit. Another thing I need to get back to used to doing is videos and knowing how to place my camera. Ugh. Okay. That'll do. But yeah, so in you know, like how you're gonna mesh well with people, if you're gonna mesh well with people, especially when you come in and straight into a management position and there's been people there who have been working their way up and maybe had that goal, and you kind of come in and get the sweep that out from under them. It can be a little salty, but thankfully so far everybody has been great. And despite it being more than a baby, oh boy, I don't know you can hear him, he's so soft. Oh boy. No, I got the heat knife in here. It's not safe. It's not safe. You get burned. Yeah. You silly boy. What was I talking about? Yeah, you don't even know. Yeah. But yeah, so far it's good. I mean, despite it being retail, I don't absolutely hate it. It has made me realize how toxic and hostile my last job was. So, you know, that's always fun. But everyone's pretty great. I like it so far. I mean, I'm only in week 2, and the holidays are coming. We have Christmas stuff next to Halloween stuff, and it's very upsetting. And I don't like it. But people start buying gifts in October, so. Even though, like, the busiest shopping day of the year is the 21st of December. But it's not even Black Friday. It's like 3 days before Christmas. Black Friday's just chaotic and a lot of people out at once. But yes. So work is work. It's a job, it's a paycheck, which is nice. Trying to get into a schedule that's not really structured is weird. I know that makes no sense unless you've worked where like one day you open, one day you're off, one day you close, and then you open the next day, and then you're off again, and then you have like a midday shift. And your body getting used to that again is a lot. I mean, because especially I got myself on a proper schedule, and I'm trying to stick to that as best as possible. But when you have to be at work at 9, and then for an opening shift, and then if you do a closing shift, you don't get off until 10 or later, even your body's just wrecked and tired. And it's really, I mean, retail in general, and there's been studies on this, and like, is really unhealthy for your body. Like, all that standing. I know in like other countries, quite a few other countries, mostly Europe, I think, they have like seats for cashiers and stuff, and we don't do that. We're not allowed to stand behind the cash wrap. None of the jobs I've ever worked in, even as a cashier at Publix, we weren't allowed to stand behind the register unless we had a customer. So you've got to be walking around the store, and behind the cash register is the only place where they have those memory foam mat things, or really, they have a proper name, fatigue mats. So you're like having to stand on a hard linoleum floor or hard wood or whatever for 8 hours. It's terrible on your knees, it's terrible on your feet and your ankles and your lower back. And I'm just like, why do we put our bodies through this for a paycheck? And retail's not doing that hot right now. What I'm doing for cosplay stuff, I got my heat knife, I got the long thing, and this is one of the sear things that has been sanded. The big belts. I know I said I would show you how to do this. I have this one. This is the base of one of the big ones. She's got 4 big things on her belt. I know I told you I would show you how I did it start to finish. I have been taking pictures. I have about 12 little ones I have to make that are the same exact design, just small, but this one has epoxy on it. I did that night before last, and then I'll put foam on it. So I will show you how to do that, and I'll show you how I use the epoxy for it. You can do a lot more with epoxy. This gave it more structure than just trying to put soft squishy foam that dries on, this is foam backing, on Eva foam, because that's not going to be structurally integral. So that's why I got a thin layer of epoxy on it. So it gives it some integrity, but it's not too heavy, because I did one out of full epoxy, and while it looks pretty good, it's just too heavy to put on a belt. So yeah, but I'll show you how to, I said I'll do it, and I'll do it. I promise. I keep my word. It may take me a long time, but I keep my word. So I'm going to go around the edges, try not to make sure I don't burn myself, inside to smooth it out, and what I couldn't get with the sander, or with my sandpaper. A Dremel can do some of it, but my Dremel's broken, so that's fun. So, and the top layer is foam, it's clay foam. We're going to look with that. There's the Loomis Workshop foam you can get off of their website or Arta. That one works really well. That's what this one is. And then I got this one off of Amazon from the Cosplay Pros. It is foam clay. It was tagged by the Googly Eye Bandit. But it's not as, I know you guys hate this word, but I'm going to use it anyways. It's not as moist as the Loomis foam, but it still works pretty well. So let's see. I'm gonna burn myself, I swear. I'm gonna go on the outside first. I'm trying to give it more definition. I might need to go to the smaller one, actually, I'm wondering, because I want to smooth it. It's very, the trouble with the foam is that once you start to sand it, it can get really porous, and then it's a pain. Then you gotta heat seal it, and then put like Plaxi Dip or Mod Podge over it, or some type of sealant to fill in those pores so you can paint it. I know this thing's hot enough. fascinating, I know. But yeah, that's basically just what I wanted to talk about, is how to get used to a job again. And I got thrown in the deep end. I expected to kind of go slow, but with holidays it'd be a faster pace. But I had to take all the knowledge I've learned in retail and like my business degree and all that, and management experience from the last like, collective 10 years, and use it immediately. It was like, it was sink or swim. And I have a big fear of drowning, literally, so, you know, you're gonna swim. But yeah, it's just, I'm just trying to get, my body's trying to get used to, I'm trying to mentally get used to being at work again, or going to a job again, especially one that deals with people on the regular. So far the customers haven't been terrible, so far. I mean, there's always gonna be that one person, but, you know, I gotta change the thing. This is not doing what I need it to do. I don't know if it's just because it's so dirty or what. I don't know where to put it. But yeah, so far it's going so good. My body does hurt. That's like my main thing. So my body hurts. And something I noticed, which is weird, because while I have the typical I don't want to get out of bed and go to work kind of thing that everyone has, not because I hate my job, because I don't. You're just like, ugh, I don't want it. I'd rather stay in bed. But something weird I noticed, that it's normally the other way around for me, and I don't know if that's just an tribute to like the good teammates I have or what. I'm looking for something as I speak to you. But I like, or maybe it's just because I'm being productive and I'm at my, I wouldn't say happiest, but most content when I'm productive and just go, go, go. So maybe that has something to do with this. But when I get home from work, especially after like an 8-hour shift, because right now I'm part-time, so I kind of fluctuate on my shifts. Good. Behave yourself. Don't die. Don't burn the house down. It's the only house we have. And yeah, oh yeah. So like, especially like I'll come home and like I'll kind of get hit with minor depression episode, is because I'm go, 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 and then it's just like bam, you're done for the day. Like that's, especially closing shifts. Like opening shifts I don't feel that too much, but it's like I get home at 10:30. Why? I should just be tired and go to bed, which is what I do, but I don't, it's just, it's weird. It's not something I've experienced before, where I feel empty because I'm not working. But I kind of contribute that to not working for 8 months and, you know, struggling to find a job and, you know, all that fun stuff. And, you know, you're finally being productive, you're finally working towards something. Like, my goal of this job is to save up enough money to move out of my parents' house, but move out of the area. I'm aiming to go to graduate school, so that's the goal. You know, save up enough money to move there, or whatever. Just like I told you guys a few times, like by 30, I want out of this area, if not Georgia altogether. But if I get the degree I want, the school in the state has the best program for what I'm wanting, so that's how it goes. But in-state tuition is also cheaper, so there's that. So let's see if this little dude's gonna work. This is filthy too. I need to clean these. It's from I used it on solid foam, Eva foam, to smooth out some corners and stuff. So I know it works. I've shown you how to do this. It's smoking. And it's like, for, in this case, this is going to be like a dark silver, so gunk is going to come off of this, black foam gunk. And that's fine in this case. If this needed to be white, I would have actually bothered to clean this. So let me see here. Kind of like holding and pressing at the same time. I gotta clean my room. I finally unpacked from Dragon Con like 2 weeks ago. I started to clean. And then I had to get more stuff from my friend's house that I had left over there. So now it's everywhere. It's just chaos. And I can't stand it. Okay, I'm trying to get where like you can see, but I'm not going to burn myself at the same time. Okay, let's see. Here. Okay, so I'm going in. Pushing. I don't know if you saw the steam there. Dude. I'm going to be doing this for a while, so I'm not going to, like... I'm going to finish up the video in a minute. It's already at 15 minutes. So, let's see. Can you see the smoke coming up? No. A little bit. Kinda. It doesn't... My camera doesn't know what to focus on. So... And, like, in the corners... Ooh, I burnt it. Can you see? Burnt it a little bit there. I'm kind of just pressing to give it more shape, detail. Is that the word I'm looking for? Is that what I'm trying to do? What am I doing? I don't know. I'm also like melting away the excess that I couldn't get to move, like stuck to the epoxy underneath. You guys probably can't really tell, but I smoothed it out a lot on the inside. Right there. So let me see here, if you can see. Now, it probably won't do anything to the epoxy because if you've not worked with epoxy before, it kind of turns into like a ceramic material. I guess it's technically a clay epoxy sculpt, but it feels like porcelain when you're done using it, like a porcelain doll. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was a sonic boom. I live near a base, but you don't hear them much anymore, so I'm not used to them, and that scared me. I was not prepared. Not the safest thing when you got a heat knife in your hand either. Okay. Yeah, you can't tell that I did anything, but I can tell that I did something. And, you know, that's what matters. I'm also kind of going over and heat sealing it, like I said earlier. Smoothing anything and everything out. And I'll probably go back over it with some more sandpaper after a while. I'm going to show you a reference pic so you guys who haven't played Witcher know what I'm talking about. Witcher 3. I'm not looking forward to that Netflix adaptation. We've talked about this, so I won't go into it. I did have a vlog. I recorded some vlog stuff for you guys for Friday. For this past Friday, 'cause it's going up Monday, but I just don't care for the footage, so it's whatever. This was the one I made out of epoxy. Pure epoxy. Like, it looks great. I'm really proud of it. Kind of see it. It wasn't done yet. It's underneath something over there, so. But it's just too heavy. Here's her belt. But this is what I'm doing. So okay. Can you see it? There's your reference picture. So yeah. That's what I'm working on right now. I want to series my next project post Dragon Con that I want to have done. Cause she's the best girl. I love her. My goal this year, between now and Dragon Con, well, MegaCon if I'm able to go to MegaCon, which I should be able to, is to have Ciri done and in-game Black Widow. Those are the two top ones I really, really want done. sideline ones that I want done this year, but if they don't get done, it's not the end of the world, are Sansa Season 8 Episode 2 with the leather dress, and Meg from Hercules. And then my, like, super duper really want to do eventually, but will take me forever, is Sansa's correlation dress. And that's the biggest project one. And that's going to take me a good chunk of time. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today and show you what I was working on. I know I promised you guys some tutorials and stuff about working on things, so those will be up eventually. But yeah, just want to talk about having a new job and getting back into a flow of something that you haven't done in a very long time. It can be nerve-wracking, can be a lot overwhelming, but you know, just go into it with a good attitude, and it seems to be working. So just, you know, ready for your body to be destroyed, but other than that, pretty good. So yeah, I was gonna say something else, but because I don't have like a standard 9 to 5 schedule or anything like that, videos are gonna be sporadic. I kind of told you this, like when I get a job, I can't promise, you know, 3 videos a week. I can't even promise 1 video a week right now, but I do want to keep doing it. I'm not just gonna up and stop. They might be sporadic, but I enjoy doing them. They're a lot of fun. So yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye.